pink John. That camera needs to go. I like my picture taken.
Zadie.
I would just be like,
Oh, look at the cool picture.
I'm so cheesy. No, I'm seriously.
Look at the picture of Zadie.
And I'm always salty, just like.
Oh, nice picture.
I talked to the Chico's woman for 2 hours. 2 hours?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Cool. I like it, but man,
This is the sloppy room.
spaghetti is wow.
This is Jill, our roommate, who's getting ready to move away. We're gonna be so
really?
sad.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And then I start the 7th.
So it's hourly then, not salary?
No, yeah, and I have no
Well,
title.
that could be good though.
But I'm going to be exposed to buying, selling trips to New York. They're sending me to I have to take the Gymnology the Gymnology Institute of America. I have to take a 1-year course.
There's Junior.
From them.
Look at the baby.
Let's see Junior. See Junior.
So you have to go to New York? Or?
No, it's a home course.
Mm.
And they're going to open a store in January or August. And if my development comes along, I mean, there might be.
This is for the jewelry company?
Yeah.
What's the name of them?
Nina Paul's. But I mean, I've got benefits. It's a good, reasonable, great offer for what I was expecting, at least.
So you didn't give it an answer yet?
No.
You're thinking?
Right.
Well, that sounds good, Jill.
Let's go take a look at Jill's bedroom.
Shut up, Jordan! Come on. It's cute. It's a
This is
character.
Jill's bedroom. This is where she stays. Oh, we got a cat in here.
Hey.
Oh.
Sadie. Oh.
Just got this today.
Really? I thought that.
My other one broke, so I had to go buy a new one.
That's cool.
See, look. It's got a little display on the other end.
Jill's room.
Right.
Okay, let's go. See a picture of Junior.
You can see Junior right from here.
Let me see. Turn around. Turn sideways.
No.
Look at the little belly. 20 weeks old. 21 weeks old.
That would be him.
Here she is. There's the other baby of the family. Oh, Zadie girl. Oh. Okay, enough of that. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, there she is. There she is. She's going to be our baby protector.
Yes.
Look at that belly on Susan. Woohoo.
See my maternity pants?
Oh, aren't those pretty?
Little snaps as the mother gets larger.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Looking good now. Digging the wallpaper in this room. Got to fix something with that. Okay, checking out now.
Later.
Let's try a new function. Let's try fade. There it goes. Bye. Here's the dirty living room. The lights are on. There's Jill again. Woohoo!
John bought a toy today. He bought a video camera.
Here's the new cabinets.
You should see Susan's belly. Oh my gosh. It's big. It's like a basketball. Yes. I know.
Ooh, pan wrap.
So I decided, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm just going to make some telephone calls. And I have to start off my resume. So I do that. Well, it went awesome. I got my an interview that day with BB's. It's this place. I had got an interview with like Limited. I went in there and talked to them. Had an interview with their district director today.
This is
Get away!
See, Junior, this is what you have to look for. Let me see it. Oh, it's pretty. I think you should wear that for Halloween.
I think so. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
There's Junior. What are you watching?
I think it's Independence Day.
I'm watching X-Files.
It's not on.
Not?
Actually, the season finale was last week and we missed it.
Give me a smile. Sydney. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty. He'll get it watching. He's like, okay, not while you're taping me.
Oh, he's getting it.
Spaz is like, you're the stupidest cat.
You make us look like a bunch of assholes.
I had it really good till you showed up.
I know. Yes, he's so dumb.
He's just up there. No, there's no, boy, no.
This is my friend George. I love him. What's up? Aww. It's not so easy for you, big guy, is it?
He used to always jump up on counters. He doesn't do it anymore. Hey, Sean. Pretty floor.
Susan, you take the bacon and you lay it in the pan. Just like that. Here, you just try one?
Sure. Do these need to be turned over now?
Then you take the bacon and you lay it in the
Oh,
pan.
you're only taking one bacon. How much more am I adding?
That's it.
See?
Here's baby. Getting big and kicking.
Is it kicking right now?
Yep. Right there. In fact, if you look closely enough, you can see my stomach move.
Really?
Really?
I don't believe that.
You see it move?
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
When it kicks.
I don't see nothing. I think you're making it up.
You can't, I'm telling you.
She's making it up, baby. Little John Jr. Little Zadie.
Sadie, say hi to Daddy.
Sadie. Sadie. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's pretty.
Okay.
Get over that.
You're
Ooh. Ooh.
That's beautiful, see?
So how pregnant are you, Susan? How many weeks are you now?
Many weeks.
Many weeks?
Many weeks.
Many? How many is many?
Let's take a shot in the dark. Probably
23? 24?
probably like 22 maybe.
Oh my god, you always skip like 2 weeks. She said you were 20 weeks when you were there last time. That was 4
I
weeks
thought
ago.
she said 19.
What do you do?
October 2nd.
Who's the daddy?
Haven't figured that one out yet.
Oh!
I'll let you know when the baby comes out.
So one baby left today and another one's on its way. Whose last night was here last night?
What?
Whose last night was here last night?
Oh. Jill.
Jill left us. Go get him, Zadie.
Oh,
Doggy. 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 Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Doggy. 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 Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Oh.
Say you want a treat? Let's show your tricks. Oh, you want to perform on camera? Okay. Sit. I didn't say that yet. Sit. Paw. Speak.
I think he's already speaking. Okay, that's our tricks without even having to tell her what to do.
That's how it works.
Okay, there's Susan's stomach. Let's see the real stomach. Turn sideways. Stay it over there. I can't take it 5 inches in front of you. Look at that belly. Looks like she put a bowling ball in there.
It's real hard. Like
Is
a
it?
bowling ball.
Like a bowling ball. It's my baby.
Wait. Do you want to be on camera now?
No thanks.
Okay.
Okay, bye. This is Mike. This is Mike. Come on, Mike, do something funny.
Do something funny? Well, I'm not feeling very flash tonight, so I can't
You got a joke to tell?
think of jokes to tell.
What jokes to tell? How many blinds does it take in to plug in a light bulb? Something like that.
Why is a proctologist like a Star Trek fan?
Why?
Because he spends all day staring up at your anus looking at Klingons. And I'll be
You'll be what?
happy for a year till the next technology wave comes out.
Smike, how do you feel about moving away, and how's the whole thing gonna affect you?
Well, 2 weeks ago I was very excited about moving. But a funny thing's happened the last 2 weeks. As it gets closer, I want to move less and less. It's really made me realize how important living in Cleveland has been to me, and how much this has really been been home, and now I feel very sad about leaving.
Is that it? Anything else?
Well, I think that if I knew how I was going to feel now, it might have impacted my decision-making process about moving a few months ago.
What's that?
How many batteries do you have?
I have 2 batteries.
So what did that little toy cost you?
About $1,000 bucks. This is Mike. One of the best friends I've known to come. I'm still waiting for him to, hold on.
There you go. So,
There.
Is it on?
Yeah, you're a movie star. How do I zoom?
That's what's cool about the little red light. I can tell when it's on. I must say that, hello. How are you? Thank you very much. Am I on? I think so. I just want to say that I think living next to Mike and Tanis has been the greatest experience of my life, and Mike has become one of my greatest friends ever, and I'm going to miss him greatly. 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 As in greatly. As in greatly.
That's in huge.
As in greatly. Okay. And go Alex Zanardi. Go Alex Zanardi.
Oh,
Alex Zanardi.
Alex is a
Go.
has-been. Has-been.
Because you know, in the Formula One race, Michael Schumacher, Coulthard, and Hakkinen, they've seen their days. Zanardi is going to kick their ass in a matter of the next year or two. They're going to kick their butt. He's going to kick their butt. You know he is. He's just going to kick their butt. You know he is. Don't look at me like that, because you know he's going to kick their butt. And you know, Greg Moore, he's going to come on strong in a kart race. What are you taping now? Like the big springs over there?
Oh, you're on camera now. Who's your first question, Mike?
Okay.
It's a big one. I'm gonna drop the bombshell on you now.
Okay.
What do you think of God? What's your philosophy on God?
Well, God spelled backwards is dog. I really like dogs. But
I really
I'm
like dogs.
afraid when you spell it the other way,
It just don't mean nothing.
it just doesn't mean a whole
It just
lot.
don't mean
to
a lot,
me.
a whole lot. That's great. I saw that coming. You know, I was
You know, we went down to my sister's, she's in the hospital and everything. We drove down this aisle and we went by a Planned Parenthood. There were all these people standing in line. There was tons of people standing on the sidewalk. Like, they were like sectioned off. So like people could not come in without like going through these people. And they all these signs, you know, abortion kills, you're a killer, blah blah blah. What do you think about signs like that? Do you think that's wrong, or do you think it's right for people to stand in front of a parent, you know, a Planned Parenthood? Planned Parenthood. I didn't say that right. Forgive me. You know what I'm talking about. There's all these people standing in front of a Planned Parenthood, and they're like trying to deter people from coming inside their establishment, and they're trying to intimidate people. Do you think that's wrong or right? Remember, this is on tape.
Well,
What's your stance, Mike?
the problem is two conflicting ideologies. The first relates to this country's firm belief in freedom of speech. And that is important in terms of the law of this country, because freedom of speech is written into the founding Constitution. The problem is issues like abortion are incredibly politically charged. But I think the issue boils down to one's own personal belief system, and when people stand or picket in such a manner, they are trying to enforce their own personal morality upon others. You have to remember that while having the opportunity to have a child is a great gift, and also consider that many couples may not be able to have their own children. The process of having a child or carrying a developing embryo is, in a sense, a parasitic relationship. I firmly believe that a woman should have the right to decide whether she wants to carry a developing embryo to completion or childbirth. I think it's morally wrong for others to try and impose their own sense of morality on others. John, what's you want me to do?
What?
You said you didn't want me to do something? What?
Don't zoom in.
Zoom in where? Where did you want me to zoom in on?
Oh, you're good. You got me in there? You got me in there? You got me?
Oh, I got you. I got you, big boy.
You can't see me in there now, can you? Let me tell you my views.
John, did you want to share with us some views on abortion? Or
My view on abortion is I feel these people that go and stand in front of abortion clinics, they have way too much time on their hands. These are the people that have nothing better to do with their life than stand in front of a building with their signs in their hands. Why don't they get jobs? Why don't they get why don't they get jobs? I don't understand it. I mean, it's a choice, you know? I mean, if a person doesn't want to have a child, they don't want to have a child. It's their own right, I believe. I believe it's a woman's right. And who's to say that it's a sin, you know, or whatever? I mean, I saw today, you know, there were freaking 50 people standing in front of a abortion clinic. And they're all waving their flags, you know, my baby's dead, you're killing your child, abortion is dead, it's killing things, whatever. I just don't get it. I don't get it. First off, it's not a child. It's an embryo. It's an embryo. And the person wants to make the decision, then I fully support that. I don't like that. Okay, go away. Now, go. Zoom out. Zoom out. The whole thing that really pisses me off. This is what pisses me off.
man, what pisses you off, man?
The whole thing is that, number one, there is no God.
I didn't know there's no God.
How do I know there's no God?
Yeah.
If there was a God,
Offer me proof.
offer me proof. If there was no God, would my sister be laying in a hospital with a respiratory ventilation system stuck down her throat? Would God want that? Would God want a ventilation system stuck down someone's throat?
I think
Answer that. Would God want a ventilation system stuck down someone's throat? Does God like freaking put people for cancer? Does God want war in Kosovo? Does God want this? Does God want that? The only reason you and I believe, not you and I, but the only reason people believe in Christianity is because it was the way they were born. My mom and dad were born because they were Christianity. They believe in Christianity because their parents raised them to be Christians. The only reason people believe in Hindu is because their ancestors and their parents believed in Hindu. The only reason people believe in Judaism is because their parents believed in Judaism. It's all passed down. It's all passed down. It's a sociological thing.
But as an argument, you know, you said that if there was a God, would God want your sister to be in intensive care on a ventilator? I think the believers of
Oh, they would
religious, they would offer as argument, well, that's God's will. That's God's will, and that's, you know, you cannot second guess God's will. You don't know. You are a insignificant part in the bigger scheme of things, and God has His own plans. God makes God makes his decisions not based on individuals. He makes it on the basis of his greater plan, and that you do not.
So how can you believe in something like that? I mean, how can you believe that Christianity even exists? I mean, it's something that's passed down from generation to generation. There's so many religions out there. How do you pick one? You pick it because it's the thing that was passed down to you from somebody else. People believe in religion because there's no other reason. There is no other reason for it. We invented God. We invented God because we have to have a reason to exist. What other reason is there?
For what? For existing or for God?
For God. Why do we believe in God? Why do people believe in God? It's
Well,
because
wouldn't you say that, first of all, that there are some indelible questions or fears that we do not have answers for? Don't you think that religion, in a certain sense, offers a certain solace for...
I think it offers a great solitude for people who cannot...
Solitude or solace? Comfort?
Solitude. Comfort. I think it offers a great comfort for people who cannot deal with life and they have to look for other things that, have to pacify them to wonder, why am I here? Why am I here? Okay, God says I'm here. That's it. Don't you think? What do you think?
I think that...
I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. I'm a molecule on a planet in a universe. Too much for me to even expand upon. But there's too many religions upon here, on this planet. There's too many religions out here to believe in one. The whole Catholic faith is a sham. I mean, it's political. It's the Crusades killed people. Protestants, they only broke off to do this. Hare Krishnas, whatever you want to talk about. There's too many religions. It's.
But don't you think it's ironic that that nearly every society in the history of man has had religious belief systems?
And why is that? Why is that? Every as far back as you can go, they believed in God. They believed in gods. It's because they were insecure. And
Well, I don't think it's because they're insecure.
Something to believe in. I think it was insecurity.
No, I don't think it was insecure. I think it was there were too many things that were unknown.
So why believe in Jesus Christ, a Bible? Why not believe in Santa Claus? Why not believe in the Easter Bunny? It's all the same thing, isn't it? It's something that was written down. I mean, who's to say Santa Claus isn't God? Who's to say the Easter Bunny isn't God? Who's to say the Tooth Fairy isn't God?
Maybe the Easter Bunny is God. Maybe
the Easter
God
Bunny
has
is God.
big, huge, floppy ears.
Maybe this can of beer is God. So, Mike, what do you believe? Tell me your beliefs in God. Tell me your philosophical beliefs. Is there a God? Is there not a God?
I think that it is certainly remarkable that most human societies have developed in isolation do have belief systems which encompass a godlike being. I agree with you that there is a preponderance of fear that is likely a source for the origins of people believing in that. And I think that fear is an incredible tool for assuring that religion is propagated. Further, I think religion is an incredible tool that people have used throughout time to exert both power and even obtain financial reward from the masses.
I mean, you look clear back at like Catherine the Great, and yeah, I don't know. When you have children, are you going to raise your children to be Christians?
Well, that whole issue is of some debate with Canis, because I would rather that our kids not be baptized and not be subjected to
Yes. Yes.
a religious background that either A, leads them to believe in something which I believe to be a fallacy, or B, which is even perhaps more important, makes them feel that they are different or inadequate for the lack of their belief system, or even questioning their belief system. I think that religion as a whole is
Bad.
against individuality and thought processes which could potentially challenge religious belief. And by that I mean religion doesn't want you to explore or think about things that puts an individual's faith in question. And so because of that, I think it is a limiting factor in the development of an individual. It's limiting in terms of a person's intellect or ability to achieve academic fruition. I think there are innumerable examples throughout the history of man and science, and the relationship that science has had on religion, which exonerate this point. You can point at Copernicus, who questioned the planets and the sun rotating around the Earth, and eventually proved that the Earth actually rotated along with the other planets around the sun. But in his process of asserting this notion, he was subject to great religious prosecution. In a similar manner, you can talk about Charles Darwin, or many of the other great scientists of previous times. So,
What's 32 times
32 times 5. 160? Is that right?
5?
Hey, stand up. Back up.
Am I that big? You can't fit me in? This isn't a very good dress.
Woohoo! And how many weeks are you? About 30 something?
Probably.
29, 30 weeks?
Probably 30 or 31. It was moving, but I think it's asleep now.
Okay, lift up your dress.
No.
Oh. I think Sadie thinks she's pregnant.
Why? Why would she think she's pregnant?
I don't know. What's our kid going to be named? Let's have this on record so that when we have our kid, he can look back and think of all the names he could have been named. He, being John Bernard Radcliffe IV.
Colin Andrew,
Colin Andrew,
Ian Patrick.
Ian Patrick. That's all Irish names.
They sound good with Radcliffe.
And what about girls' names?
Sarah Elise. Emily Lloyd.
Emily Lloyd. Emily Lloyd Radcliffe. Emily Lloyd Radcliffe. I like that.
Emily's a hard one to think of a middle name with.
Emily Lloyd Radcliffe. What's wrong with that? Then she'll always be like, who's Emily Lloyd? We can show her old movies of Emily Lloyd.
Emily Dickinson Radcliffe.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't like that one.
So what?
What would you like to say to our new member of the family?
I would like to say that I'm very, very excited to be a mother. And I love you very much. And I can't wait till you become a part of our lives.
Is that it?
For now.
Hi, Sadie. Hi, sweetie. Hi, my love. Sadie, you're so hot, aren't you, sweet baby? You're so hot. Sadie. 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 Sadie, look up. Sadie girl.
And there's Daddy. John,
Daddy.
let me ask you the same question. What would you like to say to little Junior?
Look at the pole in here.
You're on camera.
I'm on camera.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
What's the question again?
What would you like to say to little Junior?
Well, little Junior, I expect you to be out here mowing this grass by the time you're 2 years old. I want you picking flowers, picking the weeds out of the flowers. I want you sweeping the, the inside of the house and taking out the litter, taking out the trash.
All a mom's job.
All by the time you're 2 years old. And don't let Mom fool you. Mom does not do this. Daddy does all of this stuff. He takes out the trash, he cleans the house, he does the dishes.
Who are you gonna trust, him or me?
And I expect you to be drinking beer by the age of 5.
There's none of that. So,
There's Jill. Hi, Jill. There's Brian. There's Jill. There's my pregnant wife. You gonna do it all by yourself this time?
I'll try.
What if you went on the knees? Get some momentum. Okay.
Can I just help me?
Okay, 1, 2.
There we go. And she's off.
Oh yeah. The gift certificate.
Any words of wisdom, Jill? Anything you'd like to say to the camera?
Um,
Yeah, get it off my face.
Hey, babe.
not quite yet.
Where's it at?
We'll look.
That is some stickers. What's it look like? There it is.
Oh, there we go.
The big gift certificate.
Ooh, for the gift shop?
Big money. Let me tell you. We're gonna come back
You know,
for
I
lots of
have a
stuff.
Lazarus bag.
Who's winning the game, Susan?
It was tied. It still is tied. 8 to 8.
Today, though, they've made two very costly mistakes. Well, that's what really hurt him. A strikeout, you don't get it out, and it turns out to be a two-run
Can
mistake.
you give it back?
When you think you've got the strikeout, you're out of everything.
Okay, Susan.
Would you
got
videotape
$5
all the cards?
No, if I want to get something out of it.
Oh, her bed's up in the way.
Okay, guys, let's go to the gift shop.
Should I take this with us?
Yeah.
Show Jill's room. Get that?
All my cards.
Took pictures of it.
Is there flowers?
All my cards and whatnot.
This, that, and the other.
This, that, and the other.
You want to take this with us, or I'll just leave it here?
That's up to you, John. We'll let you stay in here and decide.
Okay, I'll be right here. I'm going to think about this for a while.
Hey.
Shit, they hit it.
That's
I got a gift certificate. This is my purchase.
That's so cute.
Cool.
gotta punch him again though.
No.
He responds to being beat. Kick him.
Gosh darn. Is that easy for you?
You just gotta wiggle your hand enough so with it.
Here you go.
Makes lots of noises for you.
That is too funny. Gary, how's it going?
I got stamps.
See if we can get some of Jill's cards. The balloons are in the way.
I see it off a little higher.
Child
That's fine.
abuse. Child abuse.
Okay, enough.
You never beat that thing.
Okay, Jill, can you do some somersaults or anything for us?
Would you like to see my G-tube?
Yeah, let's get that on video.
Yeah.
I want to see you feed yourself again. Can we get that on video?
Get a close up.
And this is how I feed myself.
Okay, checking out now.
My boss does some jar food. Pictures and things.
Jill, don't get used to that. Having Susan work on your hands.
Oh,
Boy.
She won't even do that for me.
Like you want a manicure.
I'd love a manicure,
Are you
pedicure. You know.
serious? You won't even let me cut your toenails. How many times have I asked you to cut your toenails?
yeah. Lord knows he doesn't.
You
Brian,
can do mine anytime.
You'd let Jill
I
cut
got
your
lots of
toenails?
toenails for you. Oh,
Brian,
I will not touch them myself. It's Jill's job, it's the woman's job to cut the man's toenails. Definitely. Jill knows that, don't you, Jill?
I will say
I'm
I'm the only
teasing.
person that touches his feet. He won't even touch his feet because they're so gross. He has these jagged nails. They're scary. I don't think he washes his feet either. I think he just lets the shampoo kind of, trickle down. And he just kind of moves around his toes.
Is this true, Brian?
Nope. It's all lies.
I don't use the shampoo, I just use water.
Yep. No, I wash my feet. I didn't though. Until I met you and you started getting grossed out, so then I started washing.
Yeah?
I didn't even think it was
Well, he's
important.
such a sandal boy and he should take care of his nails.
No one ever taught me when I was younger. It's not my fault. It's
Sandals
the way I was
equal
raised.
foot hygiene. to
It's
kind
the
of,
way I am, Joe.
if you can't accept these things,
God, I can't do anything right. Swear.
So you got some pretty nice speakers there, John.
They're loud. Are you recording?
Mm-hmm. Say hi.
Hello.
you say it was just
What day is it?
3 days away from my due day.
3 days away from due date.
D-Day.
Anything going on there?
And I just wanted to show you, baby was moving a second ago, but
It's not moving now?
I think it's a little camera shy. But this is my big belly.
It's a pretty darn big belly if you ask me.
My torpedo belly.
This is the living room now that we changed it around. We'll come over here and get a side picture of Susan. Is it moving?
Okay, a little bit. Right there.
very soon.
There, it's moving. Okay. Can you see it?
Not really.
Get closer.
What do you mean?
Well, you hear these things lately. Kids spend so much time up there. Is it cool?
Woo! Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did a little stretch.
Get him out of here.
What?
That's crazy.
It doesn't matter.
No, I want to know.
Come on, Junior.
Well. Oh. What's that?
You doing anything?
It did move before. I don't know if it came across though. Just give it a minute. It's gonna move now. I can feel it.
Mom, when two people really love each other very, very much,
See, it's rippling over here. There it goes. See? Woo,
Oh!
What was that? Woo!
Yes. It's just that
Something's going on over here.
Mm-hmm.
your father would never do anything like that. Oh.
Nothing going on now?
Well, you know, Mom, there are other ways to enjoy
That's
yourself.
about it. Junior's playing games with you.
Every time I turn it off, it doesn't do anything.
There.
Ooh, I saw that.
yeah, I'm just going to take a bath first.
This is normally the time that Junior likes to move around. Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Darn. Oh! I saw that one.
What are you doing in there, Junior? What's going on, baby?
So you think tonight's gonna be the night?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't think he's ready.
No.
He or she is ready yet.
Man, he's really moving in there, isn't he? Oh! Damn. What the hell's he doing? She, sorry.
She.
He, she. Oh my God.
Is that picking up pretty well?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to use this a little bit though. Here's I can control the exposure here. That's better, just like that.
Ooh.
What is that sticking up there?
Junior's running out of room, so he's trying to.
I wonder what's on this tape. It's almost ended.
Do you have another tape? A fresh tape?
That it?
I guess so.
Got 5 minutes left on this tape.
It still feels like it's moving. I'm wanting to move.
That it?
Yep. Bye.